So, in continuing my talk about living in the struggle of becoming instead of the resignation of limitations, I wanted to start with a quote by Frederick Douglass: "Where there is no struggle, there is no progress." Um, in the years that I worked at Frederick Douglass High School, I reflected on that quote a lot. And when I think about the journey that I went through in just writing my book, it took 9 years to write. And it wasn't a struggle as far as writing the content, but the struggle that I had to go through mentally in order to keep my mindset focused on completing the task. The struggle that I went through in my personal life in wanting to write something authentic about what it meant to walk by faith and the personal relationship with God through faith in Jesus Christ. There were definitely some challenges that I faced along the way. But what I understood at the time that the book was published was everything that I went through was for the benefit of publishing the book. When I finally received the finished copy of the book that was published, my immediate thought was it was all worth it. Everything that I went through to help me produce this book was worth it. So now that I'm involved in coaching, one of the things that I try to convey to my clients is the specific understanding that it's in that struggle of becoming that you get to your desired destination. You cannot arrive at your goals. You can't achieve your greatest dreams and desires or aspirations without that struggle. The struggle is required because it includes change. It includes that uncomfortableness that we feel that's involved in, having to do things that we're not accustomed to, that's out of our comfort zone. But if I can live in that struggle, if I can live in that struggle of becoming, then along the way, it helps me to produce the character. It helps me to produce the resolve. It helps me to produce the persistent attitude that I need in order to overcome any and all obstacles that come my way. And then along with that, living in that struggle of becoming, I begin to develop an assurance and confidence both in myself and in God that I can get to where I desire to be, where I said I wanted to be, where God is leading me and taking me. All those things become more of a reality day by day because I start to see the momentum of things happening that's giving me that confidence and that energy and that drive to just keep going. So living in the struggle of becoming is more about choosing to do the required and necessary actions and tasks along with having the proper mindset that's going to allow me to engage life, that's going to allow me to be willing to be uncomfortable, that's going to put me in a position basically to embrace everything that normally my mind would want me to try to avoid to make me a stronger, better, wiser person. So living in the struggle of becoming is about adopting the right heart attitude and initiative mindset that doesn't allow me to linger or languish in a space and place that I know is not best for me, not suited for me, that's on a level less than where I know I'm capable of and what I desire to do. So understanding that a person who believes in the power of prayer is a powerful person simply means that I also understand that I am inviting God to help me. One of my thoughts this week was, do I see God as one who is sincerely, simply asking me, do I want his help? When I think about prayer and what prayer means, I'm learning more and more. It is a simple invitation. It's a simple invitation to God asking for his help. And so when I think about prayer now, I'm thinking about the simplicity of just saying, God, I need your help. I'm asking God specifically for help with things that I know are out of my control, along with things that, though I may feel comfortable or confident or capable in my ability to do it, there's a greater help that God can give me to do things that I'm not even aware of. There are doors that He can open for me that I can't open. There are things that He can do for me that I just can't do. So when I invite God into my situation, I am inviting the fullness of His person, His presence, and His power to help me in ways that are far beyond my ability to accomplish on my own.